Hello and welcome. This is from the CBN. We bring to you weekly reports and expert analysis of the actions, policies and economic initiatives of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. I'm Misi Dada. The beauty industry is vast and dynamic. Skincare dominates the industry with 42% of the market share. The global skincare industry is estimated at about $163.5 billion, according to Statista.com. While large companies dominate the industry, local brands are carving a niche and gaining acceptance among Nigerians home and abroad. In this episode, we're looking into the industry through the eyes of a fast-growing local skincare brand that was a beneficiary of the Central Bank of Nigeria's Agribusiness Small and Medium Enterprise Investment Scheme, AGSMIS. First, let's bring you the top stories from the CBN this week. Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, says that financial transactions on the eNaira platform has reached 4 billion naira since it was launched last year, October. Mr. Emefiele revealed the figure on Thursday at the grand finale of the 2022 eNaira Hackathon, which held at the International Conference Center, Abuja. He added that from next week, both the banked and unbanked in Nigeria will be able to open an eNaira wallet and make transactions by simply using the USSD code *997 on their phones, leveraging offline channels to reach underserved users and drive financial inclusion in the country. The CBN governor noted that the eNaira Hackathon recorded a sizable interest from young and innovative Nigerians, with 4,667 registrations comprising both male and female applicants. The Central Bank of Nigeria has announced the upward review of negotiable minimum interest rate payable on Naira savings deposits back to 30% of the MPR. In a letter to all banks, the CBN Director, Banking Supervision Department, Mr. Haruna Mustafa, stated that the review became necessary as economic activities returned to normal from the COVID-19 pandemic period, which prompted a slash of the minimum interest payable on Naira savings deposits to 10% of MPR. This latest review became effective from August 1st, 2022. Meanwhile, the Central Bank of Nigeria has reversed the interest rate on its intervention facilities back to 9% from 5% as economic activities return to normal from the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown period. In a circular to banks and other financial institutions on Wednesday, the CBN Director, Financial Policy and Regulation Department, Mr. Chibuzo Efobi, stated that all intervention facilities granted effective July the 20th, 2022, shall be at 9% per annum, while existing loans granted before that date shall take effect from September the 1st, 2022. In March 2020, as part of response measures to the COVID-19 pandemic, the CBN reduced interest rate on all its intervention facilities from 9% to 5% in order to cushion the effect of the pandemic on the Nigerian economy. The Commodity Development Initiative of the Central Bank of Nigeria, introduced in 2019 with 12 focal commodities, including cassava, is yielding more results. As one of the beneficiaries of its Commercial Agricultural Credit Scheme, CACS, Saltry International Company Limited, producer of cassava-based sorbitol, begins operation. At the inauguration of the 24 tons per day capacity cassava-based sorbitol plant in Okeogun area of Oyo State earlier in the month, CBN Deputy Director Mr. Edwin Nzelu said the Commodity Development Initiative has enabled the bank to intervene across the value chain of several commodities from production to processing, thereby closing the supply gap to conserve foreign exchange and engender wealth creation and employment generation.
We finance all the value chain of agriculture, from production, processing, and marketing. And we are also aware that from cassava you get so many other products, from pellet to high quality cassava flour, and then to this sorbitol.
Talking about the socio-economic impact of the sorbitol plant, the founder and CEO, Mrs. Oluyemisi Iranloye, said about 25,000 direct and indirect jobs will be created, while empowering around 10,000 farmers and their families in the host community.
We can produce more than 300 different types of products that we currently import into Africa, providing job opportunity for those people in other countries.
Financed by First City Monument Bank (FCMB) through the Central Bank of Nigeria's Commercial Agriculture Credit Scheme (CACS), the cassava-based Sobitop factory has Unilever as the largest off-taker as part of its localization of raw materials for production. Also known as sugar alcohol, sorbitol is used to preserve moisture, add texture and sweetness to products, and can support digestive and oral health.
North, South, East or West, male or female, old school or millennial, rural or urban, the Naira is the same, and so is the e-Naira. The e-Naira is a legal tender issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria. So, let's embrace it. The e-Naira will foster financial inclusion, improve access to credit, facilitate cross-border remittances, and it's easier to transfer. E-Naira, same Naira, more possibilities. This message is from the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN.
Welcome back. The New Telegraph reports that the beauty and personal care market in Nigeria and other African countries is expected to grow to $1.26 billion by 2025. Aware of the huge potential of such sectors of the economy, the Central Bank of Nigeria has been providing support through initiatives like the Agribusiness, Small and Medium Enterprise Investment Scheme, AGSMIS. Now, from the production of as little as 2 bottles to becoming an exporter of skincare products, here's a story of Merit Gems Global, as shared by its CEO, Mrs. Mary Rose Adebayo. Mrs. Mary Rose Adebayo, thank you for speaking to us.
It's my pleasure.
Now, you are into the skincare and beauty business, which is a huge business. How long have you started? How long have you been in this business?
Yeah, if I get it right, it's been over 7 years now.
Okay.
I started, but should I say I stepped up, expanded it 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you talk about before you expanded, what was the business like?
If I can take us back, actually I started this business, skincare, cosmetics, cream production with 2 bottles. That was how as small I started. Actually, I produced 2 lotion. I go out and market it. I sell. So I want you to understand when I say it from hand to mouth, very little. I started it in the kitchen, on my dining, in my home. That was how small I was prior to 2 years ago.
Was the intervention you accessed through from the Central Bank of Nigeria through your bank, was it instrumental in bringing you to this level now?
Yes, capital, yes. Like I said, I was working in my house, in the kitchen, by myself, me and I alone.
Okay.
Nothing, no equipment, no instrument if it is music, nothing, no material. It's like going to the market, you need go and buy like as small as 100 grams. I can't remember when I ever bought 1 kg. That was before I accessed the intervention, AGMES loan.
Okay, so I was about asking which of the intervention.
AGMES, yeah, CBN AGMES loan.
Okay, that's agribusiness,
yes,
medium, small,
yes,
and small scale enterprise.
It was actually for equipment.
How did you hear about the AGSMIS loan?
It was through my association. I belong to NECA's Networking of Entrepreneurial Women. So they said that giving if you're interested, they want to do training. I will state here that most of my friends discouraged me. They say, what? We did this training 5 years ago, 3 years ago, and if you don't know anybody, there's no need you venturing into that at all. At the end of the training, they will select people they know. But before that, I've already gone for the training. I was not regretting doing the training. I did the training like March, because actually I was called 3 months after the training, after I submitted my form. I will remember it was July, because that day was my daughter's graduation from primary school. So I didn't go for her graduation. Rather, I went to submit the form at CBN Island. I was submitting it without, because my mind was already
You had already
spoiled,
been
biased.
discouraged by your
I was
peers.
submitting. I will not forget the day of the interview. I was telling the guy, please hurry up, I'm catching cold. I need to leave here. He was like,
Because you had already lost interest. You were not
when
sure
he
you would
asked
get
me
it.
how much do I apply, I say it's on the form there, sir. What do you want to do with it? I say it's there. Please, can I go? Are you done with the interview? I was not interested, but I did my business plan. I knew what I wanted to do with the phone. I was very, very optimistic that if I get this money, I'll be able to utilize that before my mind was spoiled by people that say that it's not possible. Have you ever seen anybody gotten loan in this country? Just like that. So I already have the things I've listed. I've already done my calculation, what I will do with it. I know the equipment. I know very well all I needed to scale up. Prior to that, all I was looking for is help, money, how to step up. I knew what I needed for the production, the machine, the equipment, everything I needed, they were there. So I submitted it and left. 3 months after that, the day I remember, that was October, I was on my way going to somewhere to take a loan of 300,000 actually. I was going there. I got a call, and this is from a Nigeria Microfinance Bank. We're here to tell you your loan was granted. You can come up and sign. I say, what? Are you serious? Where? They gave me the address. That was it. The next day I went there. So I can say that I didn't know anybody, no contact, no nothing. That was.
Did you follow up in any way?
I
Or
didn't
you just
follow up
submitted
anyway.
and forgot about it?
I submitted and left. There's nothing like follow up. You know, when I got there also, the second phase was people say they can never give you the money. The bankers.
How much did you accept?
I actually applied for, I think, 7 million, and I was given 7.88.
Wow. So you were even given more than you applied
Yes.
for. Based
think
on the
business
proposal
plan, the proposal I
business plan that you
submitted.
submitted.
Yes, and immediately I got the loan, believe me, I put it in place according to the plan and beyond the plan. So it helped me tremendously, because I
Tell us
used
more.
it.
How have you utilized it? How have you expanded?
All right, starting from here, this factory was actually from the money I took this space. I never dreamt of a space like this. When you go around, you will see how big this space is. I was actually looking for a store, a shop, just away from home. When I got it, I was able to acquire this space, got my generator, 15 kVA, everything you see here, the AC. We have a reverse osmosis water treatment plant for cosmetic production. That alone is at 1.8 million. So there's no how I would have done that without it. Because the principal key to cosmetics is water. If your water is not right, every other thing you are doing is not going to be right. Both your specific gravity, your pH reading, the chemical alteration, and the probably contamination. So that was it. Everything you can talk about here. That was how we started. In fact, we started off with 5 staffs. Remember, I remember that 2020 May. Unfortunately, the day we resumed was the day lockdown started. But that did not deter us, because it helped. The reverse osmosis, we started using it to generate money. People were buying, that is a deionized water, and people needed it to produce a hand sanitizer. They were not buying water from us. It became another source of income to us. From there, we expanded. Actually, we are Merit Gems Organics. I said, no, we have to rebrand, because what I'm seeing is no more where we are. We now changed the same money from what we generate. We now giving birth to this Merit Gems Global Limited. We are no longer Merit Organic. We are now Merit Gems Global Limited, because I have seen where we are going to. to the glory of God, yes, Merit Gems Global, Merit Gems as a trade name, we have Merit Gems Skincare and Merit Gems Spa. As you know, that spa is another big sector
On its own.
It's another big branch on its own, and it's doing very, very well. Since that 2020 to now, we are bigger. Every month we are bigger. Now, Merit Gems Global was just body lotion. We have added soap, and not just that soap. We want to do more. We want to go into big soap production. We have already gotten other equipment also. So the loan actually helped us. We are building on it, and it's very flexible, easy to service.
I was about asking you to
It
tell
doesn't
us.
stress you.
Yes.
Because if it had been so, I wouldn't have been able to acquire more equipment that will help us to do more products. So that is what, because from the loan equipment, if what we have now is beyond more than is more than the loan equipment. We have other equipment more than their own. The loan equipment might maybe 3 or 4 here. But every day we get more equipment that will enhance and help us to do better.
Okay. At what interest rate did you get the loan? And
5.
how long are you? 5%?
5 plus. Actually, in the nutshell, it's going to be 9 because they will take off 4%. And next, in fact, they are very, very considerate. On my own, it's okay. I was servicing my loan without defaulting. At the time, I realized that they were not taking the money, and I asked the bank. They said they gave them another moratorium of 6 months. Remember, when you take the loan, you will not pay. There are 6 months moratorium before you start paying. When they discovered that people were struggling due to COVID, they extended to everybody without telling anybody. And I realized, like, even if I stop paying now, I have a lot I have already paid. Because for that 6 months, I was consistently paying my loan. So they did that for people, and they constantly asked them, if you are not okay, comfortable, you can go to them. I learned they gave some people extra 1 year. But the period of payment is actually 6 years, 5 years. So it's very, very, you can see what
Very
it is.
flexible.
Very, very, very flexible.
Easy for you.
Except somebody who is not, because the loan is like, they don't want you to run, they don't even want you to walk. You can cry, even if you're crying, as long as you're moving, you're taking a step, you'll be able to service the loan.
Let's talk about the beauty and skincare business is a very huge one.
Yes.
So tell us, how long have you been, how far have you been able to penetrate the market? What's the market size and what's the plan for the future?
I have penetrated the market, and my target is no longer the market. My target is borderless, off the shore, export. That is what the company is presently working on. We're changing everything about our product, the branding to meet the international standard. I did not say it all to the glory of God. We started this without single registration of any sort. But today, some of our products have NAFDAC number. Today we have export license certificate. Today we have our tax is steady, and every year we have our audited account. So that is what, and also personally, I develop myself constantly, going for training, personal training, self-empowerment, and self-expansion. So learning and relearning helps. You can't just, because if I had gotten this money and jump with us, I'm sure by now I would be nowhere. But you have to also keep working. So the industry is very huge, but unfortunately the government, they don't recognize it well. I think they don't know. They are not aware of it.
How so?
Why? I took my time to penetrate international trade fair. Trade fair, we have it in Nigeria. That is the biggest market in West Africa. All other African countries, they come to that trade fair to buy products. Unfortunately, Nigerian cosmetics are missing, or swallowed, or shadowed by other African countries' products like Cotonou, Togo. The products from there, I think they patronize them more.
Why do you think that is so?
One is the cost.
Cost of production?
The cost of the product.
Okay. Pricing.
Price.
Okay.
The price. My products might be as high as 3,000, but the product from such country at 1,000 naira, 800, 500. I remember when I took my face cream to the market, I actually went for marketing myself to see if I can penetrate into bigger vendors. But when they asked me how much, I said, in fact, when I say 1,500, which wasn't what I said, they said, no, ma. What we say here is 500. You have 400 naira. Because those products they bring in from Cotonou, from Togo, they bought them. When you check the packaging, the container, everything is wonderful. Then why is my own so expensive? Because of the cost of production. One, the cost of running product. You see now, diesel is 850. Even as I was speaking then, diesel was as low as when I'm talking about 500 or 450 or 3 something. Now diesel is 850. Electricity tariff has increased. That is just one aspect of it. Let's not even talk of dollar. We don't have any single material here.
But we have some of the basic.
You think we have?
Like
Yes,
shea
shea butter. Actually, it's unfortunate that shea butter is being grown in Nigeria, Ilori, Shaki, Ibadan is Oyo, and then Mina, somewhere in Niger there.
States.
But I can tell you that they take our seeds off this country to Ghana.
You mean the shea butter seed?
The seed, they take them off to other country, process it and bring it back to us. I'm sorry to tell you that I normally get my shea butter from Ghana, Kumasi. Buying my shea butter from Ghana, pay for transport to Nigeria will still be cheaper than buying it in Nigeria.
But why is that?
Ironically, because I'm very sure that their cost of production, processing is very cheap. Probably the island, not just probably, the established hub for them, processing hub, shea butter processing hub, is very easy for them to, you know, when you are producing in a large scale, the cost of production will actually be very low.
Yeah.
Apart from that, the quality consistency of their shea butter is same, is unique and uniform. If you buy shea butter in Shaki, Kwara, and Mina, 3 of them will be completely different.
Because they process differently.
Even if you buy from 2 people in Oyo or in Ilori, 2 people, you won't have the same shea butter. Why? Everybody is micro manufacturing, micro processing. The government should try and come up to help. The shea butter, let me tell you, shea butter is gold. Where do I start from? Shea butter is gold that our people have neglected and yet looking for hard gold to mine the floor. Meanwhile, we have a soft gold you can actually mine and make billion. Shea butter is recognized so much and valued off the shore, outside Nigeria, beyond Africa. Shea butter. We have shea oil. It's wonderful. It does a lot of work to the body. It cures stretch mark, damaged skin. It helps babies, aged skin, sensitive skin. Shea butter is the best oil that anybody can use. When it come categories of oil in cosmetics, shea butter falls in the homogenic oil that anybody can use. We have some. I cannot use coconut oil. I have oily skin. I have large pores, because that is the characteristics of people that have oily skin. We have large pores, but I can use shea butter. Not adulterated shea butter. Any good shea butter will suit any skin. Shea butter is good for the hair. Shea butter is good for anything.
Even for
shea
consumption.
Butter is edible.
Yeah.
And it's very healthy oil. No cholesterol. Shea butter. Apart from that, shea nut, shea fruit is highly medicinal. Do you know they can turn shea fruit into shea juice?
Wow.
Yes, it's very edible, because I learned from there. I've seen that you eat the fruit before they get the nut. The shea root, I learned, is used to treat some diseases. That tells us that shea butter is as important as palm tree. You know, there's no single thing lost in palm tree. And shea nuts, they use it to do exfoliants. Yes, so that is the shea shell before the nut. So then why do we just sit and allow the industry down? I saw a company from Thailand also. They came to Nigeria organizing a meeting for people in share sector. Yes, we have share sectors, share business association of Nigeria, but what are they doing? We should stop politicizing everything. Look for the people into the industry. Look for people that value what they are doing. Look for the people in the community. Use them. They will be able to do the needful. Not somebody from somewhere and become probably the president, and all they do, probably money might be coming from the president, from the presidency or from the government. I don't know, but it's not actually put in use.
Let's talk about the attitude of Nigerians to made in Nigeria beauty products. What has your experience been?
It's wonderful. It's not bad at all. Nigeria far and here. Nigeria patronized us from US, they patronized us from Canada, they patronized us from UK, they patronized us from every part. I have somewhere from nowhere, Oman. That was the first time I see I'm pronouncing it. I asked somebody, it's Oman. It's United Arab. She buys products from me in carton from online, and she pays in dollar. She'll buy and I will send to her. I was like, imagine if we can do this better. Imagine what other countries, but Nigerians, they are buying our products. Yes, I can give it to them. They're my highest customer.
All right, we will leave it there for now. Mrs. Mary Rose Afolabi, thank you for speaking with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for coming.
That's a package from the CBN this week. Report unresolved banking issues to the CBN Consumer Protection Department using the email address cpd@cbn.gov.ng. Attach relevant documents. Call the CBN contact center on the phone line +234 700 2255 226. Local call rates may apply. Send your inquiries and comments to the dedicated email address from the cbn@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter for updates and to watch uploaded episodes of the program. We invite you to join us again next time. I am Mulie Misidada. Stay safe and bye for now.